All right, so in this video, I finally got my hands on a pair of these Yeezy 450 slides. This is an interesting one. This is one of those shoes that I've definitely wanted to get my hands on since they originally dropped. They had them in the restock on the confirmed app, and I hit on them. This is a size 9, and I will tell you that sizing-wise, Yeezys and Yeezy slides can be a little bit tricky. So there's the notorious box fart that we always love. That's so funny. Happens no matter what. Anyways, for sizing of these, 9 is the one that I definitely think is the right size. Size 10 would probably be way too big. So 450 slides, in my mind, if you go down half a size, you're going to be better off, since I'm kind of in the middle with being a 9.5. Any which way, this is a 450 kind of inspiration of a pair of slides, and then I did want to have the Yeezy slides to kind of compare next to the 450s to give you guys some information about, I guess, both of them and kind of my overall thoughts on these. So one thing, first things first, sizing again, super weird because this is a size 10 next to a size 9, and it is fairly similar. The one thing that I'll say that I like about the 450 slides automatically is that they're easier to get on than the standard slides. Now, I might be the only person that has this problem, but it's a little bit more difficult for me to slide my foot into here. For some reason, the width inside here is just not very flexible. It doesn't have a lot of give, and that's why Yeezy slides can be difficult. This is a size 10. Some of them fit bigger. I don't even know. Like, some of them fit smaller. It feels like the sizings were all over on these things, but size 10 is the one that I got for these, and they fit me right. Size 9 is way too small. I couldn't even get my foot inside of the slides, mostly because of the enclosure here. So I think that the size 10 is the better fit for this colorway specifically. But comparative to the 450s, I like the fact that this is just a lot easier to get on my foot. There is a little bit more give in this type of material. Even though it is fairly similar, there's just more like ability for this just to stretch, I guess, over your foot, and I didn't have any issues with putting these on. I felt like these are the right size from the get-go. Now on the box, it does say that this is the Yeezy 450 slides, and this is the cream colorway, and this is the only pair of Yeezys that dropped recently that I was like, I definitely still need a pair of those. They do have some pairs of Yeezys actually on sale right now on Adidas website. Some are 50% off, including the 450s and some of the like the 380s and stuff like that. So if you're interested, I'll link them in the description of the video for those looking. But overall, how are these on feet? Because I've heard that these are the most comfortable Yeezy slides out of all of them. And it's hard to compete because this is a really comfortable pair of slides. The midsole and everything is insane on here. And this is very similar feeling overall. Like, the material does feel fairly similar. It honestly does feel a little bit softer though, like to the touch, than the Yeezy slides do even. So are they more comfortable or not? I would say, for me personally, I would say yes, these are more comfortable than the standard Yeezy slides, and only because the squishiness is there. It's really soft underfoot. It's easier to get on, and overall, I think that the shoe is pretty exceptional. Like, they did a really good job creating this one. And again, the foam compound is just so soft. It's crazy. Also, it's soft enough. It kind of reminds you of that Crocs light foam, the lighter version. It's super soft and gooey, and it feels great on feet. The rigidness on the bottom does kind of remind you of that 450, the way some of the bumps are raised, and then you do have a little bit of a traction pattern down there, along with an Adidas logo. On the inside of the shoe, on the footbed, on the side, it does say 450 slide, 9 US, made in China. And then on the bottom down here, it does say Adidas, and there is a sticker tag on here that is on the shoe that is like pretty much worn off already on this one. So probably can just take that off. Any which way, it does have the sticker tag down here. Now, the weird thing about these is the overall gaps on the top section of the shoe. Very like interesting, futuristic, like alien sort of vibes to the way that these pods are kind of like introduced. It just reminds me of aliens for some reason, face hugger sort of stuff or something. But I don't really love the look of that. And the best part, or the craziest part, I think, would be getting a tan line with your foot. Like, if you're not wearing socks and just having the, the tan lines. We've seen those horror pictures of Crocs. I feel like this would be like another horror version of that. But aside from that, I think that it is a really crazy alien-esque looking pair of slides. Different for sure, and I kind of wish they would have made more of these and made them more widely available. I feel like Yeezys in general, they could probably continue their line of slides in some capacity, because this is that foam that's been really good. But this is where it's kind of crazy, because Adidas owns the properties, right? So they could just make their own really comfortable slides. Like, these are more comfortable than the Adilet 22s. These are more comfortable than the regular base Adilets, in my opinion. And I like the fact that it's an all-inclusive, like, just slide. The style is going to be one of those things that people are not going to be drawn to by the masses, but it's something that's comfortable enough that I think that once you put them on, you're gonna be like, okay, this is kind of fire. I also do like that there is width on the footbed of the shoe. It's quite a wide pair of slides as well, with the forefoot as well as on the heel. And the structure's just overall good. Like the way that this is put together, it feels like it fits on your foot quite nice. And everything about this thing is pretty awesome, honestly. Comparison to the other Yeezy slides, again, the width is a little bit wider. On these ones are easier to get on. It's a little bit less heavy as well because you're not using as much foam. The waviness on the bottom is like larger size waves versus the smaller like shark fins, but it's still something that like works well with the shoes. Same as on the 450s. I like the overall feel of those on feet as well. But it's interesting, the little traction look, but the waviness is kind of a cool look and feel on feet. But all in all, I feel like this might be a top 5 contender for comfort for slides. It's not really on the market though. So for those people that are looking for a pair of these that can't get them, my alternatives to you for the most comfortable slides at this point, I'm working on a revised video, but at this point it would be the Hoka Recovery 3 slides, not the Recovery 1s or the 2s, but the Recovery 3s are amazingly nice. If you're looking for the best budget-friendly version, you have the Adilet slides. You can get them as low as like $15. I posted them all the time for like $12, $15 over there on my website, and posted them on Twitter and stuff. If you guys don't follow me over on social, definitely worth checking it out because I always find them on sale. But those ones are excellent as well, just for a standard overall pair that's like under 20 bucks. Other than that, from Adidas themselves, the Ayun slides are actually really dope as well. They do run a little snug like the Yeezy slide, so you should go up a half a size. I don't really like the way that they market those though, because they market them as a women's slide, which is interesting. It's perfectly great for a men's slide, and I think honestly it's pretty close competition to these. Overall comfort is excellent on those as well. Any which way, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about the Yeezy slides in the 450 version. And did you guys luck out and get a pair, or is it something that you just can't stand the look of? Yeah, curious to see what you guys say in the comment section. But appreciate y'all for stopping in and watching. Have a good rest of the day, and hopefully we'll see you back on the channel for some more sneaker content soon. All right, peace, guys.